All right. So, what's going on, everybody? Today I have a special guest, Karima and TC. Karima is the founder and co-founder of African Cultural Art Forum. Today I will be viewing her products, and actually I am burning one of her incense. I have a couple of her products. She is a young Black entrepreneur out here from Philadelphia, and I am pleased to have her on my channel to promote her product today. I think it's fabulous. I do appreciate her as a young Black woman out here doing her thing, okay? And her product speaks for itself. I just have to say. Again, I'm blowing her incense. I'm just going to just let you know briefly what I'm doing over here. I'm blowing her incense, and it smells so good. And I actually have her shea butter. It's the honey vanilla. And guys, I honestly just really wanted to let y'all see, like, I rubbed this on me. You only need a little. I rubbed this on me one day, and I forgot that I did it. And
hey, BB, let's see the thing.
Can you see?
Put it a little closer to the camera.
Closer.
Oh, wait.
A little bit. Oh, yeah. Watch your camera.
All right. Can you look? I'm terrible at this. I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay. Just a little bit closer. Closer. Up.
Oh, there it is.
Perfect.
Okay, the colors are so pretty too, guys. It's this African, like this green, this got kind of like a golden yellow. I'm not even gonna put it on yellow because it's like a golden touch to it with a touch. I want to say this is like a red, a fiery red. And guys, again, I'm rubbing this on. I know I'm gonna be hot. I'm gonna be hot in a minute. I ain't gonna even lie. But the smell is so divine.
It is
divine. I can't explain it anymore, and I could just smell it all over myself right now.
I'm gonna have to get some.
I would love to know. I see these ingredients. It's pure shea butter and essential oils, but I would love to know, Karima, your motivation and your aspiration in these products and wanting to do this.
Okay, so first I want to say thank you for that review. Thank you.
No problem.
So this business was started back in 1969 by my father and his brother. So they started this business here in Philadelphia. Their first items that they made were incense, and they were selling the incense to the supermarkets, and then they continued to grow the line. So our philosophy was always wanted good quality and all natural products. So all of our products that we make are all natural, no chemicals, no artificial fragrance or anything like that. So just an all natural body product. And yeah, so the motivation behind it is so we're the second generation. So it's like, I was born into it. We have to keep it going. It's like we have no choice. We have to keep going and keep going and keep going. So yes.
Absolutely.
And BB, you know what? She's so QI, BB. She's so humble, and it's a blessing, with the businesses that QI, we always talked about, generational wealth building.
Mm-hmm.
BB, you always were like, listen, we need to continue to talk about this, have our forums for this. I want to say that I met, of course, her business is 51 years old and I'm 50. So I just want to say that her father and her uncle, I met them a while back, and they were doing the doggone thing in Philadelphia.
Okay.
And they just expanded, and then I was like still seeing, and then I started seeing this stuff in the all of their products in the grocery stores, and I'm like, well, hold up, they still around? And I was excited, and then I saw Karima's brother at a major event, Odunde. Okay. And one of our staple events here in Philadelphia, and he's such the engaging guy. Okay. Anyway, he told me, yes, we're still around. We have this, we have that, and I continue. Now I stay in contact with the second generation, and I'm proud and honored and humbled to see that we do and we continue to have Black businesses and Black entrepreneurs that were back in the day. We start don't let people think that we didn't have stuff going on. We did, and we continue to, and
Right.
we need to talk about them. We need to continue to have conversations about them. QI is also second generation, third generation of some things that are going on in her family, in the southern region, and of course nationwide. BB Nice has always, been this forum, because BB Nice is a Capricorn, so we about our coin.
Girl,
right?
I don't mean to cut you off, TC. I just opened up this coffee. It tore my scent. It tore my incense all out the frame. Okay.
Damn. All right.
Oh my God.
I need that. Woo. I need that.
We'll get you something cute.
This is premium coffee, Cameroon. Am I pronouncing that right, Cameroon?
Yeah, so that's our newest item. So that's a coffee straight from Cameroon. Yes.
Look, all I did was all I did was this.
I can't say QI.
Are you an actual African descent?
No, so my father's from Jersey and my mom is from Jamaica. But so we're really big on is supporting our brothers and sisters all over the diaspora. So not just here in this country, but connecting the bridge. So
Bam. All right,
so Caribbean, so our brothers and sisters in the in the continent and things like that. So everything that we have, as far as like our shea butter, the black soap is from Ghana, the shea butter is from Ghana, or we have artwork from different parts of the Caribbean islands. So we just try to connect and stay in touch with our brothers and sisters around the world.
Right. Because the Caribbeans is the Arawak, your Arawak descent, your Arawak Indian descent, which are descendants of the Mayans and the Incas and the Aztecs.
All right. Let me tell you something. Y'all better get y'all some of this coffee. I can't wait to drink it.
Put it up. Oh.
I can't wait to drink it. I'm not gonna lie, because the aroma was everything. That's what you want to smell when you're making a cup of coffee. And you can smell it like even before it's made. Can you imagine when you put that thing in the coffee pot? What? Can you
have the whole house. The aroma.
The aroma is just gonna set it off. Like, yeah, definitely. I have one more product, guys, that I just want to share with y'all. I have the body oil as well. Can you see that?
Yeah, I like that artwork.
Absolutely. This artwork is so divine. It's so nice and so humble and sophisticated. And let me tell you, this did not come from China, honey. It came from Philadelphia. Okay. I just want to let you know that. Okay. I have the gardenia.
Yes.
Can you see that?
Okay.
This smells good as well. Now, I'm so glad I ain't outside, because I don't want the flies and all types of shit to be trying to attack me with all these scents. They like, where did she come from? Like, who is this? But I'm just gonna, because I smelled all this, but I'm gonna do it again. And literally, you don't have to get too close to smell it. Like, it just, look at me. I'm so extra. Why I gotta do all this, y'all?
But gardenia is an essential natural organic plant or oil. So like, can you tell us a little bit, Karima, about the benefits maybe of that gardenia?
So we like to try to make our oils and our incense, when we create an incense, try to use scents that are like relaxing, that will help you relax, that will help you calm, soothe, and stuff like that. So that's our philosophy behind the scents of our body oils and our incense. So that we always try to keep that in mind. Things that are going to like either energize you or things that's going to relax you. If you burn them outside, things that's going to keep the bugs away. So that's that's the reason behind all of our oils and incense.
Let me tell you something, QI. When I put that gardenia on, everybody. I mean, I was going through the drive-through of Dunkin' Donuts, and the guy inside said, "Yo, what is that smell?" Who and seriously, I'm in my car and the guy, the gardenia.
So Karima, is gardenia sort of like a form of a pheromone, or does it like bring out, like people?
Aphrodisiac?
Yes. Well, it's doing something because I can't stop smelling myself. Okay. So
hear that, audience? Y'all hear that, audience? If y'all looking for a natural aphrodisiac or a natural pheromone, y'all want to get some Karima's gardenia essential oils and put it on so you can walk out there and just attract people.
Yes.
Tell you, when you put on those pheromones, it's like, people actually will follow you, and people will actually,
That's right.
They're drawn to you, so it's real. Those pheromones are real. So y'all better check it out.
Scent is like, so it's not your average perfume. It's got an Afrocentric like vibe to it. Like literally, when you walk in a room, people are going to notice you, and they're going to automatically look at you as, I want to know more about this person. Like the smell itself is going to attract people to you in another type of way, though. Not the average. That's what I love about this scent.
I can tell how it's got you and your little, zone, like over there feeling like, woo, yes.
I'm not in the club right now.
Like, getting in trouble now. You're trying to get in trouble.
Let me hush. But guys, I want to go over one more thing that I see, and I'm going to screen share this with you. And I would like for Karima to kind of explain to me a little bit more about the only 7 all natural ingredients here. What is that?
The herbal hair care.
Yes, the herbal hair care, because that's what I want. That's what I'm interested in. I'm going to share the screen, guys, and if you can just explain some things about this ingredient for me as I share.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
So the herbal hair care, it's a shea butter base. It's for your hair. It's a shea butter base. It doesn't have any of the petroleum jellies or any type of artificial ingredients that will like clog your pores or cause a buildup. So it's just a shea butter base with different essential oils. And the main essential oil that we use in the hair care is a lemongrass. And so the essential oils is good for we tell people that, when you see things, they're like, oh, it's going to make your hair grow. So what these essential oils do, when you put them on your scalp, it increases the blood flow, the circulation to your scalp. And that's what promotes the hair growth.
Yeah, I see it has the shea butter, the horsetail, which is a conditioner, a natural conditioner. The olive oil, it cures split ends and dandruff as well. The sage oil and rosemary oil, it stimulates the hair growth and delay premature aging. Wow. The rosemary oil repairs damaged and amps up unclogged hair follicles. The lemon oil is important ingredients because it's rich with vitamin C, which will boost the production of the collagen and improves the rate in which your hair grows. This is and then the chamomile oil improves the color, the hair color, and the overall radiance of your hair. This is some good stuff. And
now, be nice. Be nice. You gotta go back. You skipped over something that was major about premature aging.
Wait a minute. That was wait a minute. That was
skin or hair. Premature aging.
This was the sage oil. Let me read the whole thing, guys. This is the sage oil and rosemary oil have both been used for centuries to stimulate hair growth and delay premature aging and prevents the spreading of gray hair. When massaged into the scalp, these oils help create blood circulation, which eases the hair loss, improves the hair follicles, and sets a strong foundation for healthy long hair.
Okay. That's key. And the reason why I ask you to mention that again is because, first of all, this particular product doesn't have parabens. It doesn't have the extra alcohol, the extra water. These are essential oils. These are essential oil plant-based ingredients. And it's very important. I'm telling you, you could take this and you will have no problem with growing your hair. And not only that, the collagen, we're talking about tightening of the skin or keeping the skin tight and with a particular consistency.
Yes.
With all the stuff that's going on nowadays, people are aging quickly. Even, we used to say black don't crack. However, if you live a certain lifestyle and some other stuff that's going on and you stressing, depressing, you got family members that's tripping and whatever, you will age. Unfortunately, you will age quick. So there's certain things that we can do to help delay those things. And of course, in addition to the people that are in our lives. So I just wanted to mention that.
And it sounds like it's good for the skin too, because it's all natural ingredients.
So you can use it on the skin as well. But even with the shea butters, the scented shea butter that's for your skin, you can also use that in your hair as well too.
Okay, so you need to drop the link and tell us how to go about finding you.
So the website is www.acaf.us.
So baby, you gonna put that in there?
I'm about to. Give me a second. Wait a
and
minute.
We'll talk while you're doing that.
Wait a minute. Wait. So, wait a minute, y'all. Because
wow, look at that sea moss, y'all.
I had to see this sea moss because first of all, it looked good. Just forget about what it does. The look, the overall presentation, that means so much. Okay, so the look of it just makes you want to know more about it. And then as you're reading into all of it, it just has all these different, what is this? Because it's rich in amino acids, vitamin C, and antioxidants, it provides our body with year-round immunity. Okay?
That's right.
Its compounds are natural antiviral agents and helps get rid of body of infections and illness. Sea moss even helps prevent cold and flu symptoms.
Yes.
And with sore throat, chest cough, and pneumonia. So if you don't want this for anything else, you need this just for your overall health. I mean, just to keep you from catching a cold. And if you do, you want to knock this out with the sea moss.
That's all natural, pure Jamaican sea moss, straight from Jamaica.
All right. What does it have in it? Could you explain it?
So the sea moss contain 92 of the minerals and vitamins that our body consists of: zinc, fiber, potassium, all the things that our body consists of. Sea moss contain 92 of the 112 of them that our body consists of.
Right. I take sea moss along with bladderwrack, and right now with the thing that's going on. This is what I recommend to people to keep your immune system strong. And also, like with and sea moss is the number one thing to get rid of inflammation. And inflammation is the cause of most I really want to say all terminal illnesses. Like generally the cause of most cancers, is generally the cause of arthritis, your skin issues, and different things of that nature. So yes, sea moss is one of the top things, top cures or top things for inflammation. So yes, I recommend it and I take it myself.
Yes,
that's right.
So is this the herbal form?
So it comes in the gel. It comes into we have in the gel form, and we also have it in the raw sea moss form. Just
the raw sea moss.
Is it grinded or just the herb itself?
So is this the actual sea moss?
It's the actual sea moss.
Okay.
Yes. So we have it that way, and then we also have it in the gel form. Once you boil it down and pour everything from the sea moss and the gels up, we have it that way as well.
And with the gel, you can just eat that, or you can spread it on, spread it on, like some people spread it on like wraps and different things of that nature. I know that's weird.
Yeah, you can put it in smoothies as well. You can just take a teaspoon of it, throughout the day. You can put in your juices. If you make juices, you can put it in there. And if you making juices, that can also help it thicken the juices. You know how when you make all natural juices, thin. But if you add some sea moss, they give it like a little thickness to it.
Texture. Yeah, because that yogurt really yogurt is really not good for you. And that was the go-to before, to make it smoothie like. So you're saying that the sea moss will actually give it that smoothie, to help give it
Right.
that smoothie
Yes.
texture.
That's what I use.
Once the sea moss is in its the gel form.
Right. And that's what I use it for, QI and BB, for smoothies. And like she says, the consistency, it does wonders. It creates the consistency. You don't have to worry about putting or adding any flax, none of that stuff. It is what it is.
Yep.
Great. This is awesome. I can't even.
Now, BB.
Yeah.
I just wanted to share one of my signature favorites from the ACAF.
Okay.
The African Cultural Art Form, and I have it right here. Here it is. This is
the coconut oil.
Coconut oil.
Now, when I seen it on the website, it was white.
So right. Well, that means that it's in the solid, but it's the summertime now. So
okay, so you just heat that baby on up.
Yes. So with any natural oils, they're going to melt when the heat.
Yeah, they turn color.
But as soon as the temperature starts to rise, all your natural oil is supposed to melt.
Right. If it doesn't, that's when you know.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not real. Yeah, you're right. Because you can get some natural coconut oil, and if you leave it out in the sun or something like that, it's gonna melt and it's gonna turn yellowish, and it's never gonna go back to the white form.
Okay.
Now, one of the things that I wanted to say, BB, because I know that you wanted to read the mission statement. Remember?
Yes, I did.
You keep smelling yourself. That's okay.
I can't help it. I cannot help it.
I understand. But I just wanted to say that usually with the coconut oil, I put it on my hair. I put it on my skin. But the other thing that I do, I always do this thing called oil pulling. Okay?
Okay.
And oil pulling, coconut oil. So oil pulling, you take the oil, you take the coconut oil, and you put it in your, you put it on, you take a spoon, tablespoon, and you put the oil in your, you put the oil in your mouth, and you swish it around.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do a demonstration, and I'm gonna let you see what it's like. Now, this coconut oil tastes so good. It really tastes like coconut, and it tastes really good. Now, other coconut oils that I've used, not so well, didn't go over too well. But this right here is absolutely amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna demonstrate a little bit. Okay.
All right, and let me add while you're doing that. It's like, okay, coconut oil is also a cure-all to be all. It is like coconut oil. It cures a lot of things. It's a cure to a lot of things, not a prevention. It's an actual cure to a lot of things. As well as good for your overall health. I mean, you can't go wrong with coconut oil. And what I'm seeing is that this coconut oil can be used on the outside, externally and internally.
Yes. Yeah. And oil pulling is really good. It pulls the toxins from your mouth, your gums. It helps strengthen your teeth and everything. Yeah, it's real good.
So TC, what you're doing right now is kind of like a gargle.
So
can you swallow it
in her mouth? You can.
Yeah, can you swallow it?
Not when you oil pulling.
Okay.
So she's
like
put it around in her mouth for like 10 or 15 minutes, and then she's going to spit it out. So it's just pulling all of the toxins from her gums, from all over her mouth, and it's the coconut oil is pulling it, and then she's going to spit it out.
So.
Okay.
So otherwise, if you weren't oil pulling, it's edible.
Yes. You can cook with it. A lot of our you can cook with it.
Right.
Take it as a teaspoon, however you want to take your coconut oil, put it in your hair, your skin.
Okay, so while you're doing that, let me just read. Wait a minute, guys. I always gotta come out and because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry, but I just want to read your about us.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So, ACF was established in 1969 We are a community-based manufacturing business striving to create more jobs and providing education for our youth through our on-the-job training programs. Your purchases help us to continue to expand our community development efforts in the community. Expand our economic development efforts in the community. The African Cultural Art Forum, ACAF Tribe, opened its former location at 237 60th Street in February 1969. Our first line of products are African art home decorations, 4-color cultural art paints laminated on wood. Our product line increased, which includes carvings, jewelry, incense, oils, and a variety of other products produced by people from Africa diaspora. Did I say that right? Diaspora.
Yes.
Diaspora. Yeah. We have the distinction of being the first vendors in the city of Philadelphia,
Yes.
with the exception of the pretzel vendors. Over the years, we had the opportunity to market our products at such as venues as Pin Relays, Unit Day, Udundy. Did I say that right?
Adune Day.
Adune Day, college homecomings, concerts, and any place where we find large gatherings of people. In 1971, we began the production and distribution of insect room deodorizers. As our productions increased, we were able to provide products to the neighborhood stores, in addition to some of the largest retailers in Delaware Valley, such as Acme Markets, Super Fresh, ShopRite, Cousins, Fresh Grocer, and Shopping Bag. We have customers in other states as well as the Caribbean and Africa. Inspired by the famed Million Man March in 1995, ACAF had been located at the former famous Aqua Lounge Jazz Club, located at 221-223 South 52nd Street, noted for having been a premier jazz club during the 60s into the 70s. In addition to our production facility at this location, for the pleasure of the immediate community and the millions of visitors to the city of Philadelphia, ACAF has a gift store with a wide array of African art. We thank the Almighty Creator and appreciate our customers and investors who have supported us to become the oldest business of this kind in the Philadelphia area.
That's right.
ACAF is currently in the process of purchasing equipment for the production of a soap line that will further aid our efforts in creating jobs and train youth for economic development of the African diaspora by manufacturing, distributing, and networking, which is all a part of our statement.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem at all. Again, Karima, I do thank you. I thank you too, TC.
I wanted to just ask her a question because reference to, because it's in Philadelphia, and when people now all of a sudden, like this COVID thing, how were your sales? How was your business during this COVID? Like what was the situation?
Of course, we had to close the store, so that affected our walk-in sales. But the supermarkets were open, so we were blessed to be able to still deliver to the supermarkets. But one thing I can say, our online sales had increased throughout this whole pandemic, so that was a blessing. Yes.
And that's where it's going to be at. That's where it's going to be at for a long time, because even some stuff that I used to do local, that I used to go and manually do myself, now I'm doing it online. And therefore, now I've gotten so accustomed to doing it that, I'm just thinking about keeping it that way.
Mm-hmm.
This whole online, this whole underground civilization of online stuff is really, like you said, QI, it's where it's at. Bottom line.
Yep.
And lastly, in terms of the mailing, you know, when we order stuff nowadays on Amazon, it takes like 90 days, you know, because it's coming from China and Shanghai and Uzbekistan.
I don't do China products. I don't do China herbs. I don't do China, you know, and that is like, and especially after this, whatever, you know,
Yeah.
like whatever you want to call it, because of the simple fact that I just look at it like if these were the most affected people in it, and, you know, and if, you know, we're having this kind of situation in this country, to imagine what's going on over there. And do I trust, you know, that contact? And then not just that, you know, like we're talking about right now, like, you know, with everything that's going on, we just had a blackout.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're gonna keep having those, and we, you know, and during these blackouts, I need your link, because it's very important that you give people like, you know, me and other people your link, so that we can shoot these things out. If you need this, this is where you go. Don't go here. You can go here on your buy Black Day, you know, and you know, and you know, it's very important that we buy American. I mean, like, I'm glad that your products are African, but it's still in an American-based company, because for so long, I mean, we've supported everybody else except ourselves, and that's why we're the lowest here in America.
On the totem pole.
So, you know, we got to look at, you know, keeping, like they say, keeping your money in the community or keeping your money in the hood.
Yep.
That's right. That's right.
But I just want to know, how long does it take to mail? Like, what is your process in terms of mailing? If you would, from Philadelphia to say Texas or something.
From Philadelphia to Texas, that's about 2 to 3 business days once it's shipped out. So once we receive the order, it takes about 3 to 5 business days to process it.
About 5 days.
And once we ship it out, the shipping itself to Texas would be like 2 or 3 business days.
Okay. So definitely. So let's just say if anyone ordered on a Monday, they can definitely expect to get it sometime next Monday to Wednesday,
or by the end of the week.
Or the end of the week. Okay. Nice.
That's what's up. Thank you so much. Because that's always a concern of mine. You know, in terms of you know, how fast do we get it, or how not so fast, and of course we're gonna. Right, and of course, you know, because these are our businesses. We're supporting our businesses, so of course I'm gonna be patient, because if I'm patient with everyone else, I should be patient with my own. But I've noticed, and I think BB Nice can attest to it, and other content creators. You know, when you say you were sending it out, you send out the stuff, and that's what went on. BB Nice is gonna continue to put your link and put your information on her community wall. So anything and for a minute.
Share it on my Facebook and my Instagram. So just be ready. That's all I can say.
Thank you.
So again, thank you so much, Karima, for everything. Thank you so much, TC. And I look forward to your business thriving. Okay, I look forward to. I'm putting it in the air. Into existence all day. Okay. Thank you so much again.
All right, y'all. Thank you. Right. Take care. You out.
All right.
Peace out.
Hello.
All right, BB. Peace. Thank you.
See you later. All right. So, all right.
That was a genius. You're a genius.
What's going on, Q? I haven't spoken to you in a minute. We haven't been on this type of stage for a hot minute. How's everything with you?
I am actually great. I've been working on, I've been working on self-improvement. Like YouTube is not the only thing that I do. You know, I have family, family investments. I have, my own personal investments that, like off YouTube, as well as, in terms of myself, my spiritual, my emotional, and, my overall being. So, pretty much I've been doing a lot of work on myself, and I've been trying to structure, I'm going to hit the YouTube streets again, heavily, but I been trying to structure and get more organized, so that things are run a lot smoother.
Okay, that's good. That's really good. I'm happy to see that. As for me, I've been out here in these streets, moving along and everything, just seeing different, just going to different platforms and stuff, and just visiting and getting to know different people and everything like that. I just thought that we needed to get back here.
Oh yeah.
You know, it was overdue. The time was overdue. And so with that being said, I wanted to get into some things. You know, I put in the chat, you know, little candid conversations. I wanted to talk about some things that were going on out here with politics. Let's start with Joe Biden and Donald Trump. I wanted to know your input. Like, first of all, honestly speaking, and this is not coming from a Democratic, independent, or Republican view, do you think that Donald Trump is doing a good job for us here in America today as the president of the United States?
I had to catch myself because I was almost about to curse. Well, let me just say no. And to anybody with common sense, you know, you would, to me, in my opinion, you would be able to see that, you know, this is not a leader. This is not somebody that I entrust handling things, because just like they're saying that this situation is with the pandemic is getting worse. Well, you know, it could have been prevented. America could have been one of the places where we had very few cases, if any, if our leader had handled the situation right up front from the beginning.
Agreed.
And then as well, look at it now. There are so many people that have been out of work for a long period of time. And here it is, we've gotten one stimulus check. And, you know, they're in discussions about a second one. And then let's just look at it. This started what, April?
No. You talking about the pandemic? No, yeah. This started back in December of last year.
Okay, yeah.
It was an outspread. It's the spread got, you know, out of control in the February, early March. But it literally started. He knew about this. Everyone knew about this in December. But you know what? I hear people say, you know, on the upside, you know, Trump, he making sure we got money in our pockets. I mean,
Obama did that. They forgot about the stimulus packages that Obama gave us, and it didn't have anything to do with anything this detrimental. Obama, we got I think 2 stimulus packages through Obama. So, I mean, Obama did that. So, you know, and this is not a Trump decision. This is something that's written into the Constitution. This is something that the purported taxes are supposed to go to. The taxes are supposed to go to situations like this. So it's not like he's reaching in his pocket and giving it to us. So he deserves no pat on the back.
Okay.
But this is and this little money, because just like I was about to say earlier, there are people, okay, like April, March, April, May, and here we are, June, July. That's 5 months. Okay, and they're talking about giving people $1,200. That's 5 months of rent that some people couldn't pay because they didn't go to work. And all they're gonna do is give people $1,200. That might cover 2 months, maybe 1 to 2 months of some people's rent. So what is that money? That's not gonna be enough.
I don't disagree with you on there, but, you know, I listen to the people and I listen to the supporters of Trump, and, you know, I hear what they say and everything. Not that I agree, but I do listen to it. And, you know, I just wanted to bring it to the front and see what your opinion was on that. Mm-hmm. On another note, though, I'm going to get your opinion. Do you think Trump is a racist, or do you think he's just a willful idiot?
I think he's both a racist and a misogynist. We're talking about somebody who sides with Russia. Everybody keep acting like they don't see things. You know what I'm saying? They're like selective when they come down to looking at things that this man is doing when they support him. But he supports Russia. Trump is a Nazi supporter. Trump has a Russian background. And if you do your history, see, this is what people need to do. People of our color, you melanated people, y'all need to do your backgrounds on the history of Russians and Russia and what Russia has done, especially to you melanated people. Then and then then tell me ask me if he's racist or pose the question whether he's racist or not, because anybody, and then do the history on the Nazis. Anybody who supports Nazis, they're not right. There's no way that you can possibly support Nazis and not be right. So he's both a misogynist, because let's not forget, grab him by the, and let's not forget he had molestation charges that magically went away. Let's not forget.
We can't forget anything that he's done, because literally this man has been in the media since day one of his presidency, every single day. Not a day went by that Trump wasn't in the headlines. He has done something outrageous every single day. Who can do this? And he's not even trying. He's just going about his day. This is just what he does. Okay. It just so happens now it's in the forefront. So just imagine the things that he's done that wasn't on camera. Okay.
When they start looting, we start shooting. Okay.
All types of nonsense. Trump is just been at the forefront of it all. But what surprises me is Democrat and Republican alike seem to not know what to do with this man. If it was anybody else, this would not have gone on so long. I'm not understanding why. I don't care about Republicans having the Senate. I don't care about that, because honestly, I cannot understand how Democrats and Republicans can sit there and let this man do the things that he's done this long. I really think they're working together some type way, somehow, and it's a status quo. Like, I don't really think they have our best interest at heart like they say they do. They want our vote because they want this man out of office. But honestly, what are the Democrats going to do for Black people?
Well, like, this is my thing. I've always told people, like, I've never seen a perfect president. Not even Obama, but I seem to think that he done a lot of good, because for one thing, people got to think about the fact that he had a all Republican House. So therefore, and who actually passes the laws or passes the bills or get things passed is not, the president themselves, unless they're doing an executive order. So he had a Republican House, but okay, he managed to get, make it where everybody in America had health care. So, in this time right now,
we'll be eternally grateful for that, because they can't even change it. The Republicans been trying since they got in office, before office, to try to change that insurance, the health care, and they're not able to find something better than that. Okay, and they want to try to find something better instead of tweaking what you have already. They want to just get rid of it.
And then a lot of stuff comes behind people listening to a lot of the propaganda. See, a lot of people on YouTube, especially a lot of these Black males, okay, a lot of times they're getting paid to push certain people. And if you pay attention, you can easily see that, because 1 minute you'll see them go one way, and the next minute you're going to see them going hard the other way, because they thinking about that token or that coin that they about to receive. Okay, but you have to look into the things or do the research behind the propaganda that they're putting out. As they're pushing Trump or pushing the Republicans right now, they're saying the Democrats didn't do anything for us. Okay, what has the Republicans done?
Yeah, nothing.
What have the Republicans done? Nothing remotely even close. At least the Democrats did things that were remotely close. And
I need some Republicans to actually tell me what Trump. What did he do for you? I need to know. I haven't seen it. I wasn't invited to the party. I don't know, but I have not seen it. I'm looking to see, because they're bigging this man up as if he's just the end all be all. But I'm really trying to find out what he did to help any of them. We all know he don't like Democrats, so he wouldn't do anything to help no Democrat. But what has he done to help Republicans? And I'm not talking about the rich ones, because I don't know no billionaires my damn self. So I'm talking about the ones like me and lower than me and slightly above me. I would love to know what Trump has done for you. I really do.
I would like to know. I want to know if some black person can step forward and tell me what the Republicans have actually done for black people. I mean, I would give them a pat. I give you $10 right now. You know what I'm saying? If you could tell me something that the Republicans have actually did for black people.
Well, I want to say that Republicans feel like they shouldn't have to do anything for black people. They feel like they shouldn't have to do anything for anyone but themselves. That's their mantra. Like,
exactly.
Everyone for themselves. It's like, you get a chance to go to school, you get a chance to get an education, you get a chance to have a decent job and make a living for yourself. So what more do you want from us?
There are so many levels to that. First of all, okay, I'm about to go in. I was about to go in. First of all, you're sitting there and you're getting my money because this is my land and my resources. So you're getting my money, my land, you're getting rich off of my money, my resources off of my land. Okay. Then, and you're the immigrant. I'm not. Okay. I'm from here. I'm a chaplainess to America. Okay. Then, okay. So the tax, so we're paying into taxes and everything. Then you have the audacity to make all of these cuts and different things like this. So you can fly on jets and you can sponsor jet trips and you can go golfing. You can have, you can have people pay $1 million to stay not in your hotel, $1 million a month or whatever to stay in your hotel for the security for you.
Right.
Coming out of the taxpayer money. So, people are like, we don't need handouts. Blah, blah, blah. It's our money. We paid into the system, first of all. And then number two, the only thing that's going to happen to this money is it's either going to come to us or it's going to continue to go to those rich people. Now, which one do you prefer? Us or to continue for them rich people to pad their pockets with our hard-earned tax-paying money?
Well, you can ask 1,000 of us and you'll get the same answer. But if you ask them, they don't want to give us no more. They done gave us enough. They done with us.
This ours. They done stole and took enough. Okay. You give me back my stuff and you give me back my stuff. Okay. But anyways, it's like, so, that's my ideology, just as indigenous people ideology. But even if you don't feel that you're indigenous, okay, you got to look and steal your tax-paying money. Just like right now, why are we having to wait? Or why are people who haven't, having to wait? And why are they negotiating how much money we should be getting for stimulus packages when it's their fault? It's not the average person out here's fault that, they haven't been able to go to work and get a check. So it's their fault that people are behind on their rent. It's their fault that people are out here struggling.
They do not. First of all, they don't even invite us to the damn table. They have all these polls. Have anybody ever knocked on your door for a poll that you see all over the news and everything about what
they called, but they would quickly not call me back after that. They would quickly take me off the list.
Well, I've never had one. I've never had no one come and knock on my door and say, hey, we're taking a poll. Do you think Trump is doing this? And do you disapprove? I don't know where these polls are coming from because I was never asked. I don't know nobody in my neighborhood. I don't know nobody in my city that was ever asked these questions. So I'm like, when are you guys going to invite us actually to the table and start making decisions for us? What about... Yeah, go ahead.
A lot of that has to do with us as well, because we like our black leaders have dropped the ball for us, so like the blame a lot of times just ain't gonna, like, the Republicans suck, in my opinion. The Democrats are, I ain't gung-ho or all fanish over them. I feel like we need to, not this election because it's too late. So Kanye, go sit your butt down. But, I feel like we need to come up with our own candidate. We need to push and promote our own candidate to, to step forward and run. And then we need to do everything in our power to get that person elected. Okay. That's one thing. We need to organize our own candidate. Okay. The next thing is we keep thinking that somebody's just going to look at us and say, oh, that poor boy needs some shoes. Let me buy him some shoes. Oh, that poor girl needs her hair done. Let me get her hair done. Oh, they need some health insurance. No, they're not going to do it. We got to walk up, step up, push our way in the door and sit down at the table. We have a right to be at the table. So we need, we need to bang on that door. Look, we're supposed to be in there too. Look, we got a right. Look. So we have to step up and demand our rights. We got to step up and be at that table. We got to ask for what we need. And the way to go about doing that is the most important thing is your local representatives. Okay. Now, your aldermen, your city council, because that's like working your way. They speak. They're the ones that's supposed to speak for you all the way up to the top. It's like chains of command. Okay, so your most important thing is to make sure y'all elect y'all local representatives, the aldermen, city councilmen, your congressman, your mayor, make sure your those people. You put those people, the right people in those places as well, because a lot of people, they'll go to the presidential elections, but they won't go to the local elections. So local is more important than, just the presidency. But don't y'all drop that ball and get this man back in his office though. Like don't slip on me right now.
Okay. Well, another question though, what do you think, besides normalcy, what do you think Joe Biden is going to bring to the table? I give it to him hands up. I really believe that he will bring decency and normalcy back, if nothing else. But again, what is Joe Biden going to do for us? How is he going to change the conversation permanently? I'm not talking about a Black Lives Matter sign. I'm not talking about people having us on their platform speaking about it. I'm not talking about any of those things. Reporters reporting on it. No. What do you think? Do you think Joe Biden will change the law? Period. Because he has the power. If Trump didn't do anything else, he showed the power of the president.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think this go around. I think that if we do because once again, we have to do what we're supposed to do. So we have to keep the pressure on our elected leaders because they work for us. If you let a person get a check and be lazy and not do any work, they're going to do it. So we have to keep the pressure on them. We can't let things die out. Just like with this situation of when something not happening, us going to protest and us, showing people that we have a disapproval with things, but not with the rioting and the looting and all that stuff, which wasn't us in the first place. But just like with that, we have to, and then going through and our elected representatives to say, if, we need this, if you can't get this, you're not going to get elected because numbers count. So, we have to do our part as well. And then the Democrats are more prone. Joe Biden is more prone to get something done for us than the smoke and mirrors of, Trump. Because Trump ain't even trying. Trump is in our face like, boo, I dare you. I dare you. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to get more, we'll get more from Biden and the Democrats than we'll ever get out of any of these Republicans. And then we need to start grooming people better, candidates to represent us. And then not
candidate,
another
candidate.
This happens every election. See, we people have, are forgetful. Okay, this happens every election where they bring in at the last minute a vote splitter. I think they had, what's his name, Clarence Thomas or something, do it one time for the, they had, this happens every election. Every election they bring in a distraction. People think that, what's his name? Bernie Sanders was actually running. Bernie Sanders never really wanted to ever get elected to president. He was always
I
just a
honestly
vote
thought
splitter.
Bloomberg was the distraction.
He was just a vote splitter. He was just the one to
Yes.
keep all of the votes. And see, people don't know that. It's a lot of Republicans that frame or pose as Democrats just to keep, to keep, certain people from getting elected. So you have to, it's a game that they're playing. These are chess games that they're playing. So you have to pay attention, in order to be able to, see what really happening and to see the chess moves that they make. And Kanye West is most definitely a chess move. He went out there and he snitched. He told everything, and they said, "Come here." They said, "Come here. Come sit down by me." They said, "Do you want to live?" And he said, "Yes." And then they said, "Well, you gonna have to. This is what This is what you're required to do." And he said, "Yes, sir, master." And he can't. In order for you to keep, your wife, in order for you to keep your children, in order for you to keep your money and that clothing line, this is what you're gonna have to do. And he ran right out here like looking a fool. I'm minister such and such today. He everything. He ministered today.
He all over the place. He's all over the place, and I cannot take him seriously at all. At all. Like, who would vote for him? But the white people love him. The Caucasians love him. That's who his audience is. It's not us. We think he a damn fool. Seriously, all of us is looking at him like, "What are you doing, Kanye?"
Why do you think that the white people like him? Because he's doing exactly what they need him to do. He's doing exactly what they need him to do. That's why he's so loved. And guess what? He's not liked by us because just like in Chicago, okay, like they got a whole industry called drill rap. All right, now Kanye actually has the power because pretty much a lot of the violence, most of the violence right now that's coming out of Chicago is not necessarily just about gangs. You know what I'm saying? It's about the drill rap industry. Okay, so Kanye has the power to stop, because it's competition. And it's the crab in the barrel syndrome where they're looking for clout. In Chicago you get street cred by having, by doing bad things. Okay. So, and a lot of people they're falling towards the drill rap and, it's making them feel like they're somebody, but, they're having to go about doing it the wrong way because in order to get the clout for their music, they got to go out here and do all of this bad stuff and get on the YouTube or the internet and stuff and say all this bad stuff in order to get the clout, just like on YouTube itself. Okay. So, Kanye can actually go in because you see the talent. They're out there working their hardest and stuff to get recognized. So Kanye, being from Chicago, could actually start developing. He could start his own. What happened to his own drill rap recording label, where he could actually start producing, some of those people because. I forgot. I think Waka helps. Waka Flocka, he's pretty big about helping. Drake is pretty big about helping, has helped put people on. But the problem is you can't put them all with the same label. And then you got to, you're going to have to sort of start grooming them as you go as well, because, it's hard to drop that street mentality,
Right.
And they will though, because they like the money. They want to get away from it. They're tired of living like that. But, somebody, needs to help provide them a way. And so Kanye has the power to do that, and he hasn't. He's went to like letting Larry Hoover go, in which they're not even like they used to be. It's not like GD, BD, like they're not like that anymore. They're mixed. They're GDs, BDs, and everything in one set. So it's not like a GD, BD thing where if you let this GD leader OG go, that he's gonna be able to bring control the streets anymore. So like that's not gonna work. Like that's not gonna work. And so he hasn't done anything for his own home. He hasn't done anything for his own people. What makes him think like? So what would make us, if he hadn't did anything for Chicago, what makes us think he's gonna do something for us?
So I guess your answer is you're not voting for him, huh?
I'm not taking him seriously.
I'm not either. I'm not either, QI. Like, he's a whole joke to me. I don't respect anything about Kanye, and I'm being totally honest. I don't like him. His attitude sucks. He's arrogant, and he caters to Caucasians. I don't like nobody that caters to Caucasians. Let me be very upfront with that. I love black. I don't hate Caucasians. I don't have nothing against a lot of them. I ain't gonna say most of them. I'm gonna just say a lot of them. But I'm all black, and I represent the black woman, and I love black, and I hate when black men down us and say why they're with white women. It's because of something a black woman did to them. I hate that whole stigma. I don't like it, and I just don't respect it. So that's just my opinion on that. Last topic though I would like to touch on is our Jada and Will and August. With this whole situation, it's not the fact that Jada dealt with a younger man, because men do it all the time. I don't see anything different what she did from what they do. So if we're going to call a spade, if we're not dogging men for dating younger women, we definitely should not be dogging Jada for dating a younger man. My problem, though, is the fact that it wasn't the fact that she messed with him or they had a relationship or whatever they had. It's the fact that you try to deny it. You try to act like it didn't happen. You try to act like it wasn't nothing. At his expense. To me, she took this young man and manipulated all around him, manipulated the whole situation, played with this man's head, his mind, and then threw him away like a piece of trash. That's my problem with her. Now, again, do I fault her for it? It's not really my fight. I can care less. Like, I think it's fucked up. I would think it would be messed up if a man did it to a woman. So yes, I think it's equally fucked up that she did it to a young man. However, my question would be for August Alsina, what's your motive? What's the point? Why come out and talk about this now? What are you doing? What do you want? What do you think this is going to do? What are you trying to
do? Well, me personally, I feel as though it's a publicity stunt because people have forgotten. Our problem is we don't have long-term memories. All right. People have forgotten that Will and Jada have always had an open marriage, which means they've always, done their own thing, both of them. So
and Tasha K, let me just put it out there. Tasha K broke this story over a year ago. So this situation is not new to me. I just, right. I heard it already, and I believed it when I first heard it.
Yeah.
And so now that it's coming back again, it's just like, I kind of knew it, but that's what makes me question August. Why are you doing this? This happened over a year ago, almost 2 years ago. What is your motive?
And just like they would tell a woman that gets caught into this situation where, she's dating a married man and thinks that married man is going to leave that wife, they tell her, you should have known better. You should know that nobody's going to leave, because a lot of times it's cheaper to keep them. And, you should know that nobody's going to leave their, nobody ever leaves their happy home. So for August, either he's slow, either he's immature, or either he let his emotions get the best of him, because you have to know that when you're dating a married person, that, this is not, it's not gonna turn into a fairy tale or a happy ever after. And 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna lead to, the down the aisles to the, in matrimony.
Yeah, the chances of it being a happily ever after is slim to none. Now, I'm not going to say it don't happen, because in some instances it has happened, but the chances are very slim. It's just like your typical woman who think that she has her twat is better than the wife's twat, and she's going to take the man from the wife.
And a twat is a twat is a twat.
Yeah, the man from the wife, right? And it never works out that way. You're always second fiddle. And when they get finished toying with you, they throw you away. And that's
when they have kids. You know, like you have to consider that these people have kids, and it's just not about them. It's also about their kids. And then you have to, especially when it's like public like this, you have to know that, you know, the public alone would not let them divorce and then them get married that quick without it being, you know, like a major thing. A lot of these celebrity relationships don't work anyways because there's too many people in their business. There are too many hands in their pot. So, you know, like he had to know better. And in my opinion, it's just like, you know, a lot of times they don't feel sorry for a woman when that happens to her. You know, and I don't condone it at all, because I feel like, you know, like you're messing up happy homes, and you should not want that stain on your,
you know. Wasn't happy though, QI. The home wasn't happy. It hadn't been happy in a while. So that's how he was able to slide in. But what I do think happened was Jada, I do believe that Jada thought that August was going to be bigger than what he actually is. And had he been, it would have been different. The outcome would have been totally different. I don't think she would have had a problem with announcing their relationship. But he came with baggage. He came with problems. He came with issues that she couldn't fix, her or her punani. It just couldn't fix it. And when she realized that, just, you know, like she's not working, she's not making any money, where's she going to go with this little boy? How far can she actually take him? She's seen not that very far. So it was like, I might as well stay where I'm at.
Well, I don't even think it was even that. I think that like he should have known better than to come out openly and publicly about that. And then people should know that, yes, she was going to deny it. In any situation, what's going to happen? The person is going to deny it, because it's the, you know, like it's the burden is in the proof. Okay, so yes, she first denied, but then she did the good thing about, okay, I'm going to come out and I'm going to openly say, yes, this did happen. You know, yes, this did happen. But what people are not seeing, though, is that, you know, they've had an open relationship forever. So, you know, like they came out, but even before people knew that her and August was together, you know, they announced that they had an open relationship. And so therefore, you know, they've always dated. So this is like, neither one of them is tripping about this, because both of them know that they do their own thing outside the scenes. Okay. And so, you know, this right here is, in my opinion, is just clout chasing, and it's just a publicity stunt. Okay. So they have the red, what is that? The red table talk that needs promoting. Because right now, a lot of, y'all not noticed that a lot of celebrities now are coming out with products? They doing everything because they're struggling right now too, because
I don't know if I think that she needed it. I think he needed it. August.
Both of them. It was
because I really don't think Jada was expecting him to even throw that out there. It's been so long. I don't think she was expecting him to just come out and tell that. It caught her off guard, and when she seen the reaction of everybody else, it forced her to come out. Actually, you know, as Tasha K said, and I believe it 100%. Will forced her, because now you messing with his money. Now you messing with his brand. So he forced her to actually, let's do some damage control as much as we can possibly do. You know, because people are going to say anything, because I honestly don't think August was the first nor the last.
Right.
Her little playthings, okay? He just did a last ditch effort to try to, I don't know, maybe
because everybody's feeling so sorry for August right now, and so so August about to drop an album talking about it. This is what they do. He's about to, just like we was talking about,
because he's a man. Because women go through this crap all the time, okay? And we gotta pick ourselves up and move the fuck on. So what's so different about August?
The August is about to drop an album, and it's gonna be something. The title's gonna be clickbait, something that sounds like it's dealing with Jada. And then he's gonna go in and he's gonna like he's gonna be mad one minute, going off, and then he's gonna be sorry one minute. He's about to produce a album, and the sales are gonna be off the roof because people are nosy. And then Will and Jada are gonna turn around and they're gonna keep responding to this stuff just like they do on YouTube, no different. And so they're gonna get like they're gonna right now they're gonna be hot. People think that people they do the same thing that they do on YouTube in the in the industries. They do weird stuff, or they have publicity stunts. And in my opinion, this was a publicity stunt because everybody has known for a long time that August and Jada has been fooling around. Everybody has known that Will and Jada, like had an open marriage. So, it's a three-way deal where they're all trying to, get that clout, where they sat down at the red table and decided we're going to all get this clout and we about to come up. Or it started with August and Will and Jada sat there and thought and say, we jumping on this. We about to go. We about to jump on this. And see, that's what I think it is, because why would you say you got an open relationship and then, be all emotional about it at this time?
It's a bunch of mess. My advice to you, August, is get over it, damn it. You got a young peen. Spread that shit abroad and get over it. It's over. Jada ain't even all that. We don't even know Jada no more. She don't even got the same face. That ain't the Jada. That ain't the set it off Jada. I mean, I don't know who this lady is. Get over it. She is not the one that you was having playing with your little P to when you were younger. They ain't the same face. Get over it, August. Just get over it.
And then, I'm not gonna even down or dog just Jada. You're right about some of the stuff that you're saying. But here's the thing: if people are gonna dog people, why are they so quick to dog the women versus the men? Dog them all.
Jada, look.
No,
the average arrogant rich person, because I ain't gonna even say, I'm not gonna give it a female to a male. It's the average arrogant rich person who can do that. They all do it. Mm-hmm. Women and men. If they got money, if they got clout, if they got if they got seniority around here, they use that to their benefit to do whatever they want and deal with whoever they want.
Things going on in Hollywood or in the industry that our minds couldn't even conceive this so nasty. They be having 8 ways and things, So,
and they love it. So who am I to judge? I don't care. Yeah. If you like it, I love it. Do your thing.
I ain't down with it. I ain't down.
But I ain't gonna tell you that you can't do it, because you do things that I don't like. I do things that you don't like. It's a lot of people out here that don't
bring it close to me. As long as you don't bring it close to me, what am I to say?
To each his own.
Mm-hmm.
But QI, this was good conversation. I just wanted to get your input. I think this was very candid, per se. Of course, getting deeper as the time goes, I do want to stop here, though. I don't really want to go too far. We've been on for an hour, some minutes. I thank you for coming to join me. I know that we'll do big things later on.
Yeah, I haven't been online in about 2 months by choice. By choice, I have not been on line in about 2 months. Mm-hmm. There is no such thing as a black YouTube, and nobody controls me, nor my success. I just haven't, this is not, I haven't put a lot into this at this moment because I do things outside of this. So, okay. And, I don't deal with that kind of ignorance. Okay.
Okay.
I don't deal with that kind of ignorance. And so I'm not going to address it or anything of that nature. I just want to pretty much that's childish, and I don't play with children, and that's point blank, simple. I thought, I may be dealing with some mature adults or whatever, but that's childish. and I'm just not gonna, play with them. But you have like absolutely no control over me, myself, my success, or anything else. And the little games, you need to get yourself together. Seems more like you have been canceled than anyone. And I digress from there.
Okay.
I haven't been on, but you've been canceled.
Guys,
Peace and back power. We're out.
thank you. And yes, we're out. Peace, everybody.